Hello students, welcome to this computer aided engineering drawing videos. So here we are going to see the projection of solids of problem. So now let us read the problem. Draw the top, front and left views of a square pyramid of base side 30 mm and height 65 mm is resting on one of its slant edges on HP such that two triangular faces containing the slant edge on which it rests are equally inclined to HP. The apex of the pyramid lies on the left side. So now if you observe the square pyramid, so now this is what a square pyramid. So let us mark base A, B. So here you have hidden, it is what a D. Let us go for apex O and it's the base point as a O1. So now you are going to get an axis here. Okay. Now just observe. So now let us identify the slant edges here. Slant edges. Now AO, BO, CO and DO. Now these are the slant edges. Okay. Now if you consider AO slant edge is going to rest on HP. Now the adjacent triangular faces with related to AO slant edge. So now you just observe, you got a one here, triangular surface, okay, and exactly behind you are going to get a one more here. So now the triangular surface containing slant edge containing AO slant edge are AOB is a one triangular surface, another one is AOD is another triangular surface. Now you just observe, so orientation of this prism with respect to planes here. Now let us consider this is what a vertical plane, this one is a horizontal plane, so now this is what a right profile plane. Okay. Now if I consider the orientation of the pyramid resting on horizontal plane with its slant edge OA. Now if you mark the bases here A, B, C and D. And D. Now, so the triangular surface containing this slant edge, here it is what a AOB, and on another side you are going to get, it is what a hidden, it is what AOD. Now if you gone for projection of this view, that is what a front view. So now you are going to lie on XY line, slant edge. Now let us go for this what O dash. So here you got a dash. Now extreme top corner is what? It is a C dash. So now here you are going to get another edges. So here the clearly visible edge is B dash here, and exactly behind you are going to get this edge. It is what? D dash. So when you look from top side and look from top to get the top view, again you are going to get top slant edge is clearly visible. So here you got a O, so here you got a B, okay, so here you got a, so here you got a D, and here you are going to get a C here. And in side view, when you look from left side, the projection you are going to get on this right profile plane. So the projection you are going to get on this right profile plane is a rhombus with a vertical line here. So now here you got a O double dash and A double dash. So now A double dash is a hidden one because it is going to hide in line with the slant edge. Okay. So now here you got a D double dash. So here you got a C double dash, and here you got a B double dash. So now let us observe its manual solution, that is in sketchbook. So let us refer a corner point here, okay. So or else you can refer vertical corner points. Let us mark corner point here, okay. So now from this corner points, so at 45 degree, I am going to draw a line at a length of 30 mm. Right. So similarly from this left side also I am going to draw a 30 mm line here. Now let us draw a downside. Again it is 30 mm. Now let us mark base points here, A, B, C and D. Now let us construct slant edges. Let us mark here O, O1, O, O1 as the apex, O as the base center point, and O1 becomes axis. Now let us draw XY line. Let us draw XY line. Mark X, Y, VP, HP. Now height of this pyramid is 65 mm. Okay? Height of the pyramid is 65 mm. Now let us construct the axis point to touch this XY line. Let us mark over here, it is what a O dash. Okay. Now let us construct these base corner points to touch XY line. Okay. So mark over the base points above XY line. It is what a dash. So here you are going to get a B dash as well as D dash. So here you are going to get a C dash. Okay. So now from point O dash, you just mark a height of 65 mm. You just mark a height of 65 mm. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 65 here. Let us mark this point as an O1 dash. Okay. Now join the slant edges. Okay, that is what from base corners to apex point. So now what is initial position of the pyramid? So what is the problem definition? So problem definition is it is going to make a orientation of one of its slant edge is going to rest on HP. Okay. Now let us consider the slant edge A dash O1 dash is going to rest on HP. Okay. Now with the help of compass you measure the distance either C dash O1 dash, or you can measure distance A dash O1 dash. Okay. Now let us keep a point here. Now I will mark a point. So what point it is? I am going to mark here, it is about A dash here. I am going to mark it as an A dash. Now keeping A dash as a reference point, I will measure once again here. Okay, O1 dash. Now keeping A dash as a reference point, so I am just going to draw O1 dash here. Now this point is what? O1 dash. That means the slant edge AO1 is going to rest on HP. Now to construct the remaining position or portion, so you measure the angle here. Measure the angle. So now this angle is 72 degrees. Angle is 72 degrees. Okay. Now keeping A dash as an reference point, you measure an angle of 72 degree. Measure an angle of 72 degree. Let us measure 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 72. Okay. Now let us draw a construction line, a very thin construction line here. Okay. Now this is what a base. So now measure the distance with the help of compass again. So the distance between A dash and C dash. Now keeping A dash as a reference point, you just mark over here. Now you got a point C dash. Let us mark here is what a C dash. Okay, let us mark over a C dash. Now you measure the distance C dash B dash with the help of compass. Let us mark over here. Now this point refers to B dash, D dash as well as O dash. Now connect all these points to O1 dash, connect all these points to O1 dash. Okay, so now this is what the change of position of the front view, that is what the slant edge AO1 is resting on HP and the triangular surface containing that slant edge becomes equal inclination with HP. So now to obtain a top view, you just construct the construction lines. Okay. Horizontal construction lines as well as vertical construction lines. So now I am producing horizontal construction lines towards right side to obtain the top view based on the change of position in a front view. Now let us drop down here. Now I got a O1 dash here, you got a O1 reference here, let us mark here, it is about a O1. Okay, so now I drawn a line here, it is related to C dash, you got a mark here C dash, so let us mark, it is about a C. Okay, similarly now drop down the points from point A, it is what A dash, you just observe, you got a reference here, it is what a this point is A. Now similarly you drop down from point B, now here you got a point, here you got a point B, and here you got a point D. Okay, so when you are looking from top, so now this entire base surface is visible. So now let us connect all these points with the help of straight line. Now connect slant edges. Now first I will go for visible slant edges. Okay, so this BD is clearly visible, BO1 is clearly visible, CO1 is clearly visible from top, and DO1 is clearly visible. Now the hidden slant edge is which is resting on HP. Which one is resting on HP? It is what a hidden here. Anyway, the slant edges O1C as well as O1A are coincident. Only for some portion it is going to be hidden. Even though you mark the axis also, it is what O. Okay. So now to obtain the side view, you construct a vertical reference line, that is what a second reference line, it is what x1 y1. Now draw a line at an angle of 45 degree. Now let us connect and draw here. Okay. So now produce all these horizontal construction line to touch this 45 degree inclined line. Now, so construct vertical reference lines, that is what above xy line. Okay. Now let us draw construction line from front view. Now we just observe, you got a line here, this line related to B point. Let us move over here. So here you are going to get a B point, you are going to get a B point here. Let us mark this as a B double dash. Now this is center line, this is center line related to 2 points, that is what a C and A. Now here you got a A point, let us mark here A double dash, okay, and here you got a C double dash. Now come to this reference line related to D points, let us mark here D double dash. Okay. Now first you complete a base view. So now base view is going to be clearly visible as it is in a pyramid. When you look from left side, base view is clearly visible. Let us construct first base view. Now, as affix is going to rest on this xy line, on the xy line, so you are going to get a 2 points here, that is what A double dash and O1 double dash. Now you need to join the slant edges. Now slant edges are going to coincident for the triangular surfaces A, O1, B and A, O1, D. Okay. Now this is what a final side view.